Who are we voting for? Meet the candidates. Who Are We Voting For was created so we could understand who the candidates are and what they are about. This is not an endorsement for any candidate. This is for the voter to be more educated about who we're voting for.
Hello everyone, my name is Craig Stevens, and I want to take this opportunity to introduce myself and tell everybody a little bit about myself. I was born and raised in Scott Township, Pennsylvania. I grew up with my mom and my dad and my brother. I attended Chartiers Valley High School, and while in high school I played football and I ran track. After graduating from high school, I attended Duquesne University. Graduated with a degree from the School of Business, and then I went on to Duquesne Law School and received my law degree. And after law school, I began working, and during that time, I met my wife, Stacy, and we've been married over 20 years now, and we have 2 children. My children are twins, a boy and a girl, and my son attends the University of Pittsburgh, the Oakland campus. He lives on campus. And my daughter attends Duquesne University, and she lives on campus as well. They're both freshmen at this time. I still live just a few doors down from the house I grew up in. My mom is still alive. She's 90 years old. My dad passed away in 2013. So I have a brother, as I mentioned. He lives in New York. He's an attorney. He's been in New York probably for over 40 years now. I have a lot of cousins, aunts and uncles growing up. My mom had a big family. She was one of 7 girls. So as you can imagine, I had a lot of cousins growing up. My father worked on the railroad. He worked for Norfolk and Southern Railroad, and then Willing and Lake Erie Railroad before he retired. My mom worked for the old Bell Telephone, and then was a stay-at-home mom for many years. And then she went back to work when I graduated high school, and she worked in a bakery for probably 20, 25 years before she retired. My wife, Stacy, previously worked at Burlington Coat Factory, where she was a manager, and she took leave to raise our children, and she currently does not work. I've been, since graduating law school, I've been working now in the, mostly in the public sector for many years now, and I'm just happy to tell everybody a little bit about myself. Thank you. So I am a current candidate for the Court of Common Pleas of Allegheny County. For the past 10 years, I have been a magisterial district judge in the Green Tree, Scott Township in Heidelberg area. I was elected in 2015 and re-elected in 2021. Over the past 10 years, I've presided over probably 50,000 cases in my role as a magisterial district judge. In addition to the court the area that I represent, I've also covered magisterial courts throughout Allegheny County, serving over 100 communities. I also spend time at Pittsburgh Municipal Court a couple days a week, hearing cases in that court. So I, as a magisterial district judge, the first level of the judiciary, we hear traffic cases, landlord-tenant disputes, civil disputes, criminal cases, school truancy cases, code enforcement cases. So we have a broad range of cases, emergency protection from abuse hearings. We also work night court, where we handle arraignments. We sign search warrants and arrest warrants. So a lot of judicial experience in the past 10 years. Prior to being elected district judge, I was an attorney for Allegheny County for nearly 20 years. Most of that time was spent as a solicitor, assistant solicitor for the Allegheny County Law Department, where I was one of the attorneys assigned to represent children, youth, and families. after I handled cases involving children that were abused and neglected in the family division, and also handling child abuse expungement hearings through the Bureau of Hearings and Appeals. I also handled establishment of child support matters and child support contempt hearings. I was the attorney for the Allegheny County Ethics Commission. That's a commission that was formed to investigate complaints filed against covered employees under the Allegheny County Ethics Code, covered employees and elected officials. I did a lot of work dealing with real estate and tax matters. I also handled elections court and civil litigation. So I believe that my experience as an attorney and now as a district judge have given me the requisite skills to become a judge in the Court of Common Pleas. I'm highly recommended by the Allegheny County Bar Association, and I think with my experience and my involvement, life experience and professional experience, that I could have a positive impact at the Court of Common Pleas. I believe that I should run for the Court of Common Pleas because of my experience. In addition to my judicial experience and my experience as an attorney, I've also done a lot of work in the community, a lot of involved public service, a lot of community work. In fact, for the past year, I've been working with the One Hood organization, assisting with the unhoused and people that have food shortages, providing them with assistance, mostly on Sundays. Their food is distributed and other articles of clothing and other personal effects. I also assist some of the folks that come down. They may have some questions. Sometimes they have some questions about the legal system. I give them some general information, help them navigate certain general questions they may have about landlord-tenant issues. So I also provide them with assistance. So I believe that I could have a positive impact at the Court of Common Pleas with my experience and, like I said, life experience and professional experience, and I can have a positive impact at the Court of Common Pleas. And I think my pitch to the voters is that if you look at my overall experience, 10 years on the bench, my years as an attorney, my skill set, I think a judge should be somebody that has an understanding of the law, that treats people with respect, treats people fairly. And I've always used that as my motto as a judge. Everybody that comes in front of me is treated with respect. I give everybody an opportunity to be heard. I have the right temperament for this job. I am a hard worker. I'm very dedicated to what I'm doing. And I believe that the taxpayers of Allegheny County, if they do elect me, that I will certainly work hard for them. I will have a positive impact at the Court of Common Pleas, and that I believe that I could have an impact and have a positive effect on the judiciary because of my experience in the family division, working with cases involving children, youth, and families, and having also handled other matters in the family division and in the civil division, and also in the criminal division and the orphans court. I also I've experienced also dealing with mental health. As a county solicitor, I did a lot of mental health work, and also now as a judge, I utilize a lot of different diversion programs for community. I use community service, implement programs to have people go for drug and alcohol and mental health treatment. I work with justice-related services on the mental health end. We try to work with people that may have an issue with a license suspension to help them get their license restored. So these different programs that I utilize, restorative justice in the community, working with the victims and the person accused of facing the charges. So I think that that has a positive impact, and I believe that can make a difference. That has made a difference in dealing with cases that have come in front of me, trying to get people the help that they need and the services that they need. So my pitch to the voters is that if you vote for me, I'll work hard for you, and I think with my experience, I will be a good judge in the Court of Common Pleas. I think the people of Allegheny County should vote for me on May 20th for a couple of reasons. One being that because of my experience as a judge, 10 years on the bench, presiding over 50,000 cases, I've been doing the job of a judge, hearing cases, making decisions, and issuing rulings on a daily basis. Also, my involvement in the community, my public service. I've basically been a public servant my entire professional career. I believe I have the right temperament for the job, the right skill set for the job, and certainly I have extensive experience for the job. And I would humbly ask the voters of Allegheny County to please consider me on May 20th, and I'd ask that you please give me one of your votes for the Court of Common Pleas. Thank you.